morning. So we'll continue with aggregate supply. We already talked about the short-run aggregate supply. Where in the short run, remember, variable factors are always fixed in the short run. But in the long run, all factors are considered to be variable. That means they are flexible. They can be adjustable. That is why we call it the long run. So what happens with our long run aggregate supply curve? The long run aggregate supply curve shows the production potential of any given economy. Because at that point in time, all resources are fully employed. That's why it is in the long run. In the long run, all what we have to produce as an economy would have been produced. Because all factor inputs are all variables. That means they can be flexible, they can be adjusted. I think we get the long run here. In the short run, we cannot adjust. But in the long run, going to the long run, we will be able to adjust them. So that means the economy can be fully utilized. That means the economy can be fully employed in the long run. So look at what I wrote here. The long run aggregate supply curve, the LRAS is a curve that shows the relationship between price level and real GDP that will be supplied if all prices, including nominal wages, were fully flexible. So, for our long run aggregate supply, we need our real GDP, we need our nominal wage, and the price level. We need all these combined to reach the potential we're talking about. So, what is the price level? The price level is the average of the current price of goods and services produced in an economy. So, our price level comes with the current price, the present price of goods and services that are being produced in the spectrum of the economy. That means in the whole economy, we need the price level because price is linked to long run aggregate supply. The other one is the real GDP. When we talk about real GDP, we're talking about the total output within the economy, which has been adjusted with inflation. Do we get real GDP here? Yes. And the third one is nominal wage. When we talk about nominal wage, that's our payment, which has not been adjusted to inflation. You know, sometimes when inflation increases in the economy, or when there's inflation in the economy, workers would ask for more wages, yes or no? Yes. So if they ask for more, that means they are trying to readjust the wage rate. That is indexation. We talked about that before now. I think we remember. Great. So, however, in the long run, aggregate supply is fixed at a given level of real output because firms would have run into capacity constraints, equipment is fixed, and there's limit to the amount of labor that can be hired. So in the long run, firms will not have capacity to spare. Workers are all engaged. Equipment, capital goods are all fixed. How? Because the long run represents the full productive potential of an economy. The full productive potential of an economy. So in the long run, price level can change, but the output cannot change because the output represents the full employed output. We need to get the point here, please. In the long run, it is difficult for firms to increase their output. Why? Because they have run out of capacity. That's capacity constraints. There's no more capacity, there's no more space, there's no more spare capacity. Because the long run represents full productive potential of a given economy. So there's no capacity to put in stocks. Equipment is fixed. All equipment used are there for that production. And workers are fully employed. There's no more unemployment within the economy in the long run. That is the assumption. Are you here? Drop that now. Okay. So what we're saying is, in the long run, we have to put three things into mind. Capacity is in constraint. That means there's no more spare capacity. In the long run, everyone that needs a job has gotten a job. And in the long run, there's equipment that is fixed. So those equipment are used to produce the output that has been produced. The full potential has been reached. So the only thing that can change is the price. The output cannot change in the long run. Do we get it? Yes. Do we understand the point here? Yes. So in the long run, it represents the productive potential of a given economy. If all factors like labor and capital are fully equipped or used. Is it clear? Is it clear, please? Yes. So there are other constraints, there are other concepts in long run aggregate supply that we're going to discuss in the next class.